Welcome again to the Pine Golf Academy, and continuing on the topic of dispersion for the month of August. A little bit different, we're going to talk about understanding dispersion within putting. Now, we've got three here, different putt distances, 5 feet, 15 feet and 30 feet. And one of the statements I hear an awful lot is never up, never in. Ball has to get past the hole in order to go in or have a chance of going in. And whilst that statement remains true, it gets to a point where from a certain putt distance, getting all your putt past the hole actually becomes a bit more problematic from a strategy standpoint because of the dispersion. So when we have a look at 5 feet, I think it'd be pretty reasonable to assume that at 5 feet, we'd probably have a cluster or a dispersion of maybe a couple of feet past the hole from a distance control standpoint. At 15 feet, that dispersion might get larger still, 4 feet. And from 30 feet, that dispersion might get larger still at 6 feet. So no different from if we were hitting a pitching wedge versus a driver, our dispersion is going to be wider and probably a little bit more spread in terms of distance because of the difficulty. But if we were to, again, adopt that strategy of never up, never in, always past the hole, you can see here that a number of my putts from 30 feet are going to finish past the hole, probably to a distance of around about 6 feet away. Now, if we look at 4 feet, the PGA Tour average is only 86% make percentage. And we can see here at 6 feet, it's only 65%. So if that first putt goes charging past in an attempt to make that putt with a 6 foot dispersion, we are going to face some tricky return putts. So we could argue that actually understanding how this cluster of putts, yes, at 5 feet, I don't want to be short. But at 15 feet, the odd one that comes up short in order to secure the second putt might not be a bad option. And certainly at 30 feet, actually taking that 6 foot dispersion and centering it over the hole means that, of course, I'm going to face more 3 footers instead of 6 footers. So we can understand here how dispersion in putting and understanding your dispersion, your distance dispersion in putting is ever so important as well to try and lower your scores.